Deer Camp 2023. Can't believe it. Another year here at Deer Camp. My favorite time, my favorite season to hunt throughout my fall. We left camp 15 minutes ago about. Today I got a partner. My brother's with me today, so I might have a camera guy. Made it to the first spine of this ridge, and then we gotta hike this one way up. Weather forecast said no rain, no moisture, but it's drizzling, so I'm not gonna complain. It's usually very dry, so when you get moisture, you take it. This weather is a lot better than I was expecting. Overcast, dead calm. It's relatively warm out, but it's not too warm. Not like last year. So we're just gonna slowly hike up this ridge as the day just gets more bright and see if we just can't stumble upon a deer in the timber. It's been a really slow day of hunting. We took our first break maybe about half a mile down the ridge this way, and we had a doe that either snuck up from behind us or eventually got up from her bed. That's the only deer we've seen today. And so right now we popped out to this open ridge. We're just glassing a lot of country. It's a mix between open hillsides with patches of trees and no deer. After this, it'll just kind of be randomly wander through the woods again. I think a lot of deer right now are bedded in the trees somewhere, so you kind of have to just go and step right on top of them to see them at this point, because they most likely won't be getting up from their bed until like the last hour of daylight. It's been slow though. No bucks, just one doe. Yeah, he's legal, you see that? He's a 4x4. Oh shoot, how do we get over there? Oh, he's a nice buck. How do we get over there? I wonder if we can somehow get there and shoot him across.
That's gotta be tough though.
I can't even 1,900 yards. What? I popped out right there. I looked across. I thought I saw a white rump, but then I came over here and then the trees were blocking it, so I just forgot about it. That's a nice buck. Oh my dude, that's a stud.
He's just not that tall, but he's
Dude, I would shoot him in a heartbeat.
Man, he's just in a tough spot though.
Oh my dude, he's heck big.
Oh yeah.
He's a stud. Yeah. Whew. Okay, we were sitting here, and earlier when we were walking through the trees, I looked across on this knob and I thought I saw the white rump of a deer, but there were some trees in the way, so I hiked over here. But then from this angle, the trees were blocking him, so I just forgot about him. And then we sat here for probably 20 minutes, and I glassed it back across, and I saw a deer through the new Vortex Razor 56mm spotter on it, and it's a nice buck. I did not expect to see any buck of this caliber, but that's a shooter all day. So he's feeding on this knob, and it's a really tough spot because he's in a spot where you can't really see him unless you're far or you're on top of him, but he's on the highest ridge. Oh, dude, he's a brute.
I just don't know if we could get on his level.
Dude, he is a brute. I cannot believe that that's the first buck we saw. Like, for a lot of people, he's just like a good buck. Dude, for Washington standards, like that's your bigger than average buck. He's 1,800 yards right now. Just a stud. Just a stud for... Oh, dude, he looks like a 6x6. His front G1 has like looks like it's a split. Oh, he's a giant. Oh, dude. He's a 6x4 or something.
Yeah, he has like
That's a dream buck right there. He has a split. Dude, I am freaking out right now. Okay, well, we had to make a game plan. We are going to just keep looking at this buck and try to figure something out. He's just out in the open. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Dude. 10:55. I wonder if there's a little knob between this one and that one. Is there anything in between?
I don't know. The only thing is we can try to get to that first knob and then see, but I don't know. I just feel like even if we get there, I don't even know if there's going to be any clearings.
Yeah, he's a great buck. He can hear that. Yeah, so he's like a 4x5 because his left, he's like this at the front. Yeah. Well, he's a nice deer. I'd shoot him. The question is, how do we shoot him?
You could go up. I'll record from here. Then you don't have to worry about recording.
Realistically, we can.
I got walkie-talkie too, so if you're close, you could just say, all right, just record, and I could just record.
You want to do that?
It's up to you, dude.
We've been looking at this deer. He just bedded down right on top of that knob, which again, he's there for a reason because he's pretty much safe. We've been trying to figure out a way to get an angle on him in range, and there's like literally no angle. It's, from what we understand, it's either 1,000 yards or just less than 100 yards right on top of him, which I'm not taking a 1,000-yard shot. But he is bedded, so we might have to put a stalk on him. Or I can put a stalk on him and Chinu can just stay back and look at him. We are not wasting any time. Chinu is gonna stay back where we glassed. I left the spotter and the tripod with him. And so he's gonna keep an eye on this buck while I move in. I have quite some ground to cover. I really don't know if this is gonna work out. He's 2,000 yards away, so I gotta go fast. 11 o'clock. Big buck bedded right in the middle of the open, but he's bedded on that knob for a reason because he's safe there and he knows it. Whew. I am now 1,000 yards away from Chinu. I'm in the ridge between us and the buck. Once I crest over this one, the buck's gonna be on the one across. He was bedded right here. My brother is right across on that ridge over there. And I was over here, just right behind these trees, and I couldn't see through the trees. And he got up right here and he just took off that way. I told you guys, I was like, he looks like he's bedded in a very obvious spot. To kill him, to stalk in like that, it was gonna be hard. I mean, look at this. You could not have gotten a shot right there because he's bedded like this, so you can't even see over this. If you're gonna pop out right there, he can hear you because that's like 100 yards away. If you pop out down there, he's already gonna be looking at you because he's bedded and he's covering all of this. And if you come up from below him, the wind's blowing up, so he's gonna wind you. Like this right here, I knew it was gonna be a hard stalk, but like I said, it was opening day, it was a big buck. We had no other play. It was shoot him at 1,900 yards, or shoot him at 800, 900 yards, or try to get in close. And I wasn't gonna take a 900-yard shot. So I tried to sneak my way in and got to within 150 yards of that buck. And he did what big bucks do and he left. Whew. Now I gotta go find my pack and I gotta go back to my brother. Gotta make my way back to my brother. I think it's already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Basically a 2.5 hour stalk on that deer. And no good. Opening day though. You know, I can't believe I got within 150 yards. If I had known which exact tree that buck was bedded on, or that buck was around, I might have had a chance. But man, once you get into the general area of where the deer is, everything just looks so different versus when you're glassing like across the mountain. So oh well, got close. That was opening day. That was my first mule deer buck I spotted for Washington this year, which I think I'm starting the bar a little high, but that was awesome. I am on my way back from the stalk, and even though I did not kill that masher of a mule deer buck, take a look at this. What? I wonder if this is the buck that I just went after. Is this a whitetail? This looks like a mule deer. You see, it has the double fork, and then it just has a second inline main beam. But the eye guards, what is this? Whitetail or mule deer? I'm thinking it's a mule deer, but that eye guard screams whitetail. But this buck looks so similar to the buck I just went after. Wow. I think it's a mule deer, and I'll have to go look at the footage, but this could very well be the buck I just went after. Consolation prize. Well, it's 3 o'clock now, so we pop back out to this little open knob, and we're just gonna sit here, see if anything comes out of the timber onto our face, or if we can just spot any deer far away. Just basically waiting for the evening now, so we're just gonna take it easy, rest up a little from my hike, and if we see something close by, maybe take a crack at them. If not, then back to camp. See if my spotter can get him. See how good this 39X is.
Doing the farm, that's what you were saying?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a spike. That's a buck, dude. Little forky. I thought he was a buck because I thought I saw the unibrow, but he looks so small compared to the doe. He has antlers. Oh, I think it's 2 bucks. They were about to spar. but I don't know. Could just be a forky with a doe. That's why the doe didn't want to spar.
It's too hard to see.
I know it's hard. It's just that when it see, you can see the eye, you can see it, and then this
Yeah.
guy you can see it too. Yeah, those are two small bucks, like spikes or forks. That's a wrap for opening day. 3 bucks and 5 does. A much better turnout than I was expecting. Me and my brother were headed back to camp. It's pretty dark. Past shooting light now, so we'll see what everybody's doing at camp.